tea. In a quiet, forgotten corner of a bustling city lived an old man named Arthur. His world, once vibrant and full of color, had faded to gray after the passing of his wife Eleanor. He spent his days in a worn armchair, staring out the window, watching the world move on without him. His only connection to the outside world was his son Leo, a kind-hearted young man who visited every weekend, bringing groceries and a spark of life into the dim apartment. One Saturday, Leo arrived with an unusual gift. It wasn't the usual bag of fruits or a new book. It was a small potted sapling. Its leaves a brilliant, hopeful green. "Dad," Leo said, his voice full of warmth, "I thought we could plant this together. In the community garden. Give us something to watch grow." Arthur just grunted. A garden. What was the point? Everything he had ever nurtured was gone. But Leo was persistent. He gently took his father's hand and led him outside, down the street to a small patch of land nestled between two tall buildings. Reluctantly, Arthur knelt on the soft earth. As his fingers touched the soil, a forgotten sensation stirred within him. It felt like coming home. Together, he and Leo dug a small hole, placed the sapling inside, and patted the earth around its base. "It's a ginkgo tree," Leo explained. "They're symbols of longevity and resilience. They can live for 1,000 years." Arthur looked at his son, a flicker of something new in his eyes. That day marked a change. Every weekend, Leo and Arthur would tend to their little tree. They watered it, pulled weeds from around its base, and talked. They talked about Eleanor, about Leo's job, about the silly things Arthur saw from his window. The ginkgo tree became their anchor, a living testament to their bond. The tree grew, and so did the light in Arthur's life. He started talking to his neighbors in the garden, sharing tips and stories. He even started baking Eleanor's famous lemon cake again, sharing slices with the other gardeners. The gray that had shrouded his world began to recede, replaced by the green of the garden and the warmth of newfound friendships. Then, one Tuesday, Arthur got the call. A sudden tragic accident. Leo was gone. The world didn't just turn gray again, it turned to black. The pain was a physical thing, a crushing weight that stole the air from his lungs. He locked himself in his apartment, the curtains drawn, the silence deafening. The garden, their garden, felt like a world away. Weeks turned into a month. The little ginkgo tree was forgotten. One afternoon, Sarah, a neighbor from the garden, knocked on his door. She held a small watering can. "Arthur," she said gently, "your tree, it's looking a bit sad. It misses you. We all do." Her words were a pinprick of light in his darkness. He didn't want to go. Every step toward the garden felt like walking on broken glass. When he saw it, his heart broke all over again. The ginkgo's leaves were yellowed and drooping. It was dying. And in that moment, Arthur saw himself in the little tree, wilting, alone, giving up. He remembered Leo's words. They're symbols of longevity and resilience. Resilience. The word echoed in his mind. Was this how he would honor his son's memory? By letting his last gift wither away? No. Leo had given him more than a tree. He had given him a reason to live again. With tears streaming down his face, Arthur knelt by the tree. He gently cleared the weeds, his hands trembling as he poured water onto the dry soil. It was an apology, a promise. From that day on, caring for the tree became his sacred ritual. It was his conversation with Leo. Each new leaf was a message of hope. Each inch it grew was a symbol of life continuing. The ginkgo tree didn't just survive, it thrived. It grew tall and strong, its fan-shaped leaves turning a brilliant gold every autumn, a beacon of light in the urban landscape. Arthur was no longer just the old man in the window. He was the keeper of the ginkgo tree, the heart of the community garden. He shared Leo's story with others, not as a tale of loss, but as a story of love and resilience. The tree became a local landmark, a place where people would gather, finding a moment of peace under its branches. Arthur would sit on the bench Leo had helped him build, watching children play around the tree, and he would smile. The pain of losing Leo never truly disappeared, but it had transformed. It was no longer a crushing weight, but a gentle presence, a reminder of a love so powerful it could make a garden grow in the middle of a concrete city. The ginkgo tree was Leo's last gift, a gift that kept on giving. It was a living, breathing monument to a son's love and a father's enduring strength. It taught Arthur that even in the harshest winter of grief, life, in all its resilient beauty, finds a way to grow towards the sun. Thank you so much for watching and sharing this story with me. If it touched your heart, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more content that we hope will bring a little bit of light into your day. We'll see you in the next one.